doing it for the fame.
Nick.
Hey, what's up?
Aren't you doing it for the likes?
Nah, I ain't doing it for the likes.
Oh, okay. Hold up. So you doing it for the pussy?
Nah, I mean, yeah, no, I ain't doing it for that.
Okay, then what are you doing it for?
Man, I do it for the culture.
The culture?
I can hear it.
Can you hear me?
Can you see me? Am I clear to you?
Am I clear to you?
Picture me rolling.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
What song is that?
I don't know. It's not a good one, though.
Are you just vocalizing?
Yeah, I just made it up.
Okay, all right. Let me hear some more.
Can you hear me? H-E-A-R-M-E, me.
Okay, so you can spell. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
baby.
All right. Yo, check this out, man. This is For the Culture Podcast. Welcome. We are back. Your host, Nick Alexander, is here. I know we've been gone for a minute. I had to do some re-strategizing, take some time away to get shit right. Was that a roach? We got a roach in here? Oh, okay.
A
Just making
good
sure.
roach?
No, I thought like a roach was in here because I saw
roach,
Paul jump up like a little girl.
she said
Nigga,
good
that's-
roach.
A good roach?
You can tell who the stoners are.
If you want a good roach, I got you. I got some.
I'd rather a good blunt.
I got like half.
Am I
got
allowed
like
to
half?
curse?
I got like half.
Oh, I'd rather a good blunt, my nigga.
Okay.
I got like half left.
Oh, bet.
All right.
This
Okay.
one- we didn't even meet yet.
Joining me today are some friends of mine. I got my boy. He's been a guest on here before. Ty Sterlin. What's up, man?
What's going on, boy?
AKA Bones.
What's going on, Nick?
Good to have you, man. Thanks for coming through today. And to my left, I've got a fellow comic friend, another New York native as well, my homegirl from Long Island. Give it up for Jasmin Leigh. What's up, Jazz?
Hey, Strong Island, stand up. What up, though?
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. I'm amazing.
Yeah.
How many rappers out of Long Island is there that we have that's documented?
Chuck D.
Chuck D. All right, Public Enemy. Right, Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anybody
I'm
else?
thinking of just Roosevelt.
I think Rakim. Rakim
Oh,
is
you
also
know
Long
what?
Island.
Busta Rhymes is from Uniondale. Well, he used to live on Uniondale.
And then he moved. And he grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but he's from Uniondale. Like,
All right,
over the bridge.
I'll let Busta. I'll let you guys claim Busta.
And-
He's more of Brooklyn though, but I'll let you have him.
Whatever. And we do have a recording artist, Eddie Murphy.
Recording artist.
I'm just
Fuck
saying.
Out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have 3 albums, so he does. He
Yes,
is
3?
Yeah,
Yes,
nigga, he
he's
did 3.
from Roosevelt, actually.
He did the first album that had "Party All the Time" on it. Then he has like a song, an album that came out like in '89 that had like "Put Your Mouth on Me," and then there was like another song. And I'm only because I'm an Eddie Murphy fan. I know all this shit. And then the third album was like in '93, and that's the one that had "What's Up With You" and the song with Michael Jackson and "If I Was a King" with Shabba Ranks.
Yeah.
Who knew there was 3?
It was 3 albums.
Shout out Eddie Murphy. Shout out the Belt. Roosevelt, one-time Belt villains.
You know what's crazy about that Roosevelt area though? Like a bunch of them in generations went to the same school. So you got Julius Erving, Howard Stern, Eddie Murphy, Flavor Flav, and Chuck D.
They all-
and there's like one more legend.
Charlie Murphy.
I don't think Charlie went to high school.
He did go to high school.
I don't think he graduated though.
It doesn't matter. He went there. Our high school started at 7th grade.
Okay.
So
All right. Charlie Murphy too.
it was
R.I.P.
together.
Where I want to start. Yeah, so we've been on break for a little minute. I had to take a hiatus. Just kind of do some things. Been doing some other projects that have been going really well. Shout outs to my team, Cornbread Kitchen. We've been taking over the improv and sketch space
I heard.
in LA, doing some cool things at UCB. And then, just stand up and just like that. So I'm glad to be back and I'm glad to have you guys on here.
But you working though, so that's why
We're working. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
And it's good to be back.
Working
What's up,
is
Paul?
amazing.
It's good to see you again, Paul. Sorry about your Dodgers, bro.
Who
been a
really
good
watches baseball though?
People do watch baseball still.
You
I
know
don't
what?
watch baseball, but I watch the World Series, especially if the Dodgers are playing.
That's how it is with most sports, like soccer. All of a sudden, niggas go,
Playoff
"Oh,
time.
I want the FIFA." Like, what are you talking about?
But let me say this about baseball
said
because
FIFA.
What is it? FIFA.
FIFA. Girl.
My fault.
You spell it out good, but you don't sound out words. It's good. No, but I'll say this about baseball because baseball was actually my first love. baseball is such a fun game to go see. A live experience of a baseball game is great. I have so many memories going to Yankee games when I was a kid. Or if I had to go to a Mets game, if I was forced to go to a Mets game, I would boo the shit out of them. I was one of them niggas.
I've never been to a baseball game.
Baseball games are super fun.
I lied.
It just doesn't translate on TV as well, unless you're really invested as a fan. You really watch. You're bleeding it, and I used to bleed it, but I don't bleed it like that no more. It's just not as exciting as a game to watch on television.
No, I went to a baseball game. I forgot. I went to a Dodgers game out here with the freaking 85 South show.
Yeah,
and I went to a Dodgers game, and it was boring there too. The best part about the game was that I got one of those baseball hats with the nachos in it because my mom would have never bought it for me. So that was the best part of it.
So because somebody bought you some, that's what made it?
Yeah, the big it was like $20 almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to each his own. I think the majority of the room would agree.
Yeah.
That going to a baseball game is fun. It's a fun time, especially if, like I said, if it's two teams that are like rivals. Like to go to a Yankee Red Sox game and to see motherfuckers get drunk and start cursing out at each other and start talking shit.
That'd definitely be fun.
After a strikeout or after a home run or even when the game's over, motherfuckers getting beer thrown on them. Like that shit is great.
No.
Yeah, you never been around that kind of environment. Like I'm talking about Yankees Red Sox when it was like every year we were at war with them motherfuckers. Dodgers, who are your rivals? Who are your like arch
They just started winning, right?
Athletics, right?
Would it be Oakland or San Fran?
The Dodgers, San Fran.
It'd be San Fran. So the Bay.
Arizona.
The D-backs. That's all. Yeah,
Low-key,
pretty much your division contemporaries. Okay.
I will say that sports are. I mean, like baseball is better when I would say if I had some kind of rivalry or something, because I just like talking shit. So if I can have a reason to talk shit, then I'm down.
Right.
I'm down for
well,
it.
and that's why we'll take this to why basketball. I think going to and watching on TV is probably the most exciting sport.
Baseball. Basketball is the best. I used to love cheering basketball the best too.
Okay, so who are your teams?
I'm a Celtics fan myself, and I'm from New York. I'm not from Boston, and the only Boston team I do like is Celtics. But in my defense, green is my favorite color, and I'm going to be the girl that is honest.
So which era of Boston have you been following them from?
I started back, because let me tell you why I like them first, from PlayStation. That's all. Their color was green, and I was like, oh shit. Green's my favorite color. I want to play with them. So that's when I started playing with them. I loved playing with Paul Pierce.
Okay.
That was my guy, Ray Allen, Rondo, all of them. That's when I actually like graduated from playing just because of the team was green and actually started to like love them.
Care about players. So you say you got about 10 years actually like being invested in an NBA team or watching or whatever. So when the Boston got the super team.
Yes.
Okay. I'll take that.
And some of the best shit talking ever, because one of my good friends, Toya, is a Lakers fan. And you know, Boston and Lakers, we were dominating for some years or whatever. Yeah. And I would have playoff parties and just sit there and talk shit. I remember when we were playing the...
Damn. That's a
is that you?
Ping. No, that's not me. Whose ping is that?
Who that be?
That might have been Paul.
Oh. I can't... I'm trying to remember what summer it was. I think it was 2012.
It's all good. It's all good.
It had to be 2011. 2011...
What 2011. When they played in the finals? 2010. That was
2010.
The second one, yeah.
That was a good game. And I remember I made like 4 pans of wings, and I invited mad people over my house, and I didn't have no napkins.
Shit.
Yeah.
You said 4 plates of wings?
4
pans.
4 pans. I made 4. I'm a chef.
No napkins.
No napkins. I made 4 different flavors of wings, and nobody had nothing to wipe their hands on. We was using toilet paper.
Shit. Disgusting.
I hope the Celtics go far just for that.
Oh, we are. We're already number 4. I mean, I'm feeling it.
Wings.
I'm really feeling it. I feel like we're going to go all the way. And I really know they're not going to let us down like last year. We're going to keep on moving because I'm positive and I'm ready.
Okay. I like Boston's chances to make the finals. I don't think it's going to be as easy, though, as people predicted it to be, because Kawhi Leonard on Toronto makes them really, really scary because they really improved after the DeMar DeRozan trade. And Milwaukee, it's early, but the way the coach, Mike Budenholzer, has their offense changed and they're playing defense differently, and Giannis is just like really beasting. You know, I don't think it's going to be easy, but I picked them going against Golden State, and I think Golden State will ultimately prevail, but I think this could be the best series that Golden State has had since the Cleveland one, I guess, and when they went 7. What you think? If you can make final predictions, if we want to get that early into it.
Warriors.
Of
course.
Winning?
No,
they're not going to win. They're done. They're done.
And
this the thing. This the thing. The Celtics, and I'm not just saying this as my team. I'm also saying this because we just happen to be winning this year. But no, the Celtics, they're hungry for it, and it's time. It's been a long time since we've brought anything home. And
that's not a long time. They won in 2008. That's 10 years is not a long time.
Yes, it is.
My Knicks haven't won in 50 years.
So
10
you
years
need
is
to talk
nothing.
to the Knicks and tell them to get on their ball.
Nothing.
It is something. We want to win every year. We were used to.
You talking to somebody who hasn't been able to see his team
I wasn't even alive when they won. My mother was 7 when they last won a title. They won a title in 73.
You know what?
So don't tell me they're long.
My family's never been Knicks fans.
Don't do that. Okay? Okay? Don't do that. My Haitian accent is
But you don't even remember. So it's like you never got a victory.
Well, I saw them make the NBA Finals, though. I was a kid when they made the Finals, though.
And that's the thing. I'm a New Yorker, so if the Knicks did get their shit together and made it, I'm going to cheer for them at the end of the day because that's where I'm from. But they're not. And
something just hit me.
What?
You know how she said we ain't meet? That's a lie.
Oh, my God. I'm like Paul now? Shit.
Yeah, he took you home.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did, nigga.
Everything.
I'm such a freaking savage.
We all went out to the Dime one night.
Right.
And then Matt was there. And what's the other?
Was I drunk,
Matt Richards
though?
and Derek Gaines.
Huh?
Was I drunk, though? Oh, I remember when everyone was talking about smashing that crazy girl.
Yes. And then
we'll leave it at that.
You ride home, and I did you a favor. I gave you a ride home.
You did me a solid.
You don't remember me.
That was a rough night for you.
It was a rough night.
Yeah, I remember the ride home. She's like, man, I'll fuck them niggas up. Man. I swear to God.
Let me tell you.
Oh, that was.
I have a bad memory, and I've been really doing a lot better with my drinking memory. It's not the weed. It's because I meet people when I'm drunk. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And, you don't realize you have a drinking problem until you do a drinking fast, and everyone's like, oh, my God, thank goodness you needed it. And it's like, where was you before? So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, well, good.
Ty and Jazz, it's good to get you guys reacquainted.
Hey, Ty.
But yeah, so 10 years is, if you, like, it's nothing.
When you like to win and you like to talk shit and you're gonna talk shit, win or lose, like 10 years is a long time of shit talking and not
because you're in the art of the shit talking. But I'm just talking about generally though, in terms of like legacy and we've rooted for Boston for whatever time, but they've been a winning team for majority of the time they've been in the NBA. So
yeah, that is
10 years is nothing. And Lakers ain't been in the playoffs 5 years. That's too long for them.
What are they doing though? They got LeBron. I thought they was gonna get out here and
it takes
just
time.
Start dominating.
You can't expect the quick fix.
But they out here fighting though.
You remember when LeBron went to the Heat? Like they wasn't.
Yeah,
all
they struggled that first year. It took them like 25, 30 games before they started.
I don't think really anyone really remembers when he first got there. They just remember.
Trust me, a lot of people do.
Well, they just remember the winning.
A lot of people do.
I was living in Miami too.
Talking that shit. I was talking hella shit.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got LeBron and y'all still ass.
I'm not gonna.
And then they ended up going to the finals. So
I'm not gonna lie.
We had to eat those words. But at least that November though was lit.
Me and Nick was at the games talking cash shit.
Miami energy is bomb though. I don't.
Miami energy is so
Heat.
fake. It's not real.
It's not fake.
Jasmine, let me tell you why.
I lived in Miami.
Okay, I did too.
Oh shoot, my fault.
Yeah. I was there. And let me tell you how fake Miami is, okay? When they were winning with Shaq and Wade, they still weren't packing out American Airlines Arena. Those people don't care about basketball.
But those games, yes, first of all, I paid
by second quarter, it would take to the second quarter for the games to get packed.
I paid like $375 for the Celtics versus fucking Miami.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I left right before the team got together, the super team.
When did you leave?
Oh, 09.
Okay. Oh,
but I was there when Shaq was there, when they won.
Yeah.
And
I was there.
When Shaq was there, right, people got happy because it took the Heat to another level. They were making the playoffs and Shaq elevated them for sure for those last 2-3 years, right?
Yeah.
When they started losing again, right, the minute they traded Shaq and they got cold feet about the team, the fans went away.
Because there's so much other things to do in Miami, like partying.
That's why I said that's why they're not real.
You're right. Well, see, I didn't know it for that. I was living there while they were winning.
Right.
And let me tell you, it was disheartening because, I'm a Celtics fan and all this. And I was like, I lived in Miami. But I will say, when they won that championship and being there at Tunas, shout out Tunas, it was just such an amazing feeling. It's not my team.
So you were there when Ray Allen hit that game winner. So you were there in a half-packed arena because you know they.
I wasn't. Oh no. Right. I wasn't in the arena. I was. But the whole city was watching.
I'm sure in some bars, it's popping up.
Every bar.
I was at the bar with Mike, and he was all in my face.
Every bar was packed to capacity. You don't even understand. Like every bar, we went to a dive bar to watch that.
But let me explain the difference, right? The Laker Nation, right?
They're real fans.
They're real fans. Because even when they were sucking, I think it was still packed. It just the seats went down, the prices went down.
But it was still packed.
It was still packed.
I seen prices for $5 for the Lakers game. I'm just kidding.
A couple years, maybe.
It was the Clippers.
I don't think it's always been the Clippers. I don't think Lakers ever got to a $5 bag.
But Clippers, that's a cheap date.
But Lakers, they have a lot of new players, so that takes time. Like when you really like breaking down ball, when the team gets like a new coach and maybe a couple of players, sometimes you can have a quick chemistry and things get off to a good start. But the Lakers have like almost 6-8 new guys, and LeBron just changes the system. So they gonna need time. Klay Thompson, that he was. I never seen that before. 14 threes, set a new NBA record, dropped 50-something points in like 2.5 quarters. If you're really breaking it down. Chicago, man, them niggas
That's
is booty.
My mom's team. They are booty. Why?
They gave up 92 points and a half. Well, they sign guys who don't care about defense.
You know,
they're a weak team and they have some injuries, so this is a combination of bad.
You know what it is? Because Derrick Rose is on the Bulls and injured for so long. I just think of injuries when I think of the Bulls for now, like because they always hurt. They just always hurt.
Klay was shooting every damn thing.
Every damn thing.
He shot 24 threes and made 14?
14, bro.
Fuck.
I've never seen that's wet of the wet.
Wet
of the wet. All right, let's take it off of basketball.
Wait, before we go off of basketball, I just have a little bit of a confession. I will say that a little piece of me, a very, very little piece of me, because I'm like almost been here for 5 years, wants to be a Lakers fan. Only because I'm not from Boston. That's not why, the Celtics are my team.
We know you picked them because the color was your favorite color.
Yes, and it's like LeBron is a really good dude, and he really makes you want to like him, and he's on billboards all over the place. I keep seeing him. I'm like, do I want to be an LA Bronner? You know what I mean?
Listen,
but I would feel like betrayed. I'm so loyal.
LeBron as a basketball player
is amazing.
He's amazing, but I just never liked him because he always played.
Because he's been an ass, right? Like a little kid, little baby, crybaby. He's amazing.
Love that dude. Hate his hairline.
Oh my God, let it go.
Yeah, he just got to shave it off.
He should let it go.
All the greats go bald at one point.
Yeah, he needs to let it go. I don't know why he's holding on to it.
Only person I ain't seen it happen to is Iverson. That nigga's hairline still.
Iverson still got the braids.
I don't know how he did it.
But you know why he's in good spirits though, right?
Because he's getting checks.
He's still getting that Reebok check.
Month. That friend, that nigga better take care of that friend who looked out for him on that contract.
Right.
To get paid, was it $400,000 a year till you 50 something? So he's but the wife gets some of that though. And then he had a horrible the divorce.
He also has like I think it's like an $800,000
life insurance policy with the NBA.
Yeah.
Wow.
He can only touch that once he turns 50.
So he'll get like a couple million once he gets 50. So he'll build KD's next 10 years. We don't got to worry about him.
That's good.
I hope he reaches back and helps some other athletes with their finances and make sure that they're getting good deals too, because they're really treated like pawns or whatever.
Well, the NBA is usually pretty good at like trying to do seminars for like rookies and giving them conventions where a bunch of guys speak to them on how to. This is how you handle the road life, how to manage money. Like, so I follow the Knicks, and a lot of the people who cover them, and they said they had Bill Bradley, who's a popular politician, but he was a former Knicks player in the 70s, and he talked to them and told them always save 1/4 of your paycheck. Like he was, which is advice that he gives to those guys: save 1/4 of your paycheck, and it goes a long way if you keep putting away 25% every paycheck. Just for a rainy day.
I put away $20 the other day. Yeah, I sold a futon out of my room for $25 on OfferUp, and I was like, you know what? This futon wasn't mine. It was just raggedy in the room. I'm gonna put this $25 to the side, and I did it. And I didn't think about it till just now to brag. So I'm doing very well. It's been a week.
Okay. $25. Huh?
Yeah, man.
I'm
gonna keep adding money to it.
Okay, so Jazz, I got a bone to pick with you, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Let's get into some sauce.
Okay.
So me and Jazz take part in a comedians group on Facebook for Black comedians.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, I'm calling your ass out.
I don't know which we're getting called. I talk so much shit in that group.
Yes. And for the most part, it is a positive group. Like, we don't try to hate on shit that's out there. We don't try to bash. We really try to like give each other information about stuff in comedy for gigs. Ask questions on how to do so. It for the most part, it's pretty supportive because there's a lot of groups that just start with good intentions and it ends up going back and forth. And obviously, we get petty, we snap and shit like that. But for the most part, I would say it's pretty positive, right?
I love it. Yeah.
So, Jasmine happened to be an extra on this show that's going on right now. Right?
Was I wrong for what did I do?
Let me. This is my gripe. I'm telling you, right? Because I feel you was being funny style.
I wasn't being funny.
Let me break it out.
Okay.
So a girl asked, like, what was the concept of this episode? I don't get it. That's what she wrote. She didn't shit on the show. She didn't say it was bad. She didn't say it was good. She just said, I don't understand the point of the episode. Like, it didn't make sense to me. It was a Halloween themed episode, right? People were saying, were chiming in, giving their 2 cents about how is this. Jasmine goes, well, I got to work on set that day as an extra, and it was really fun, and we got to wear makeup, and it was a nice check. Right?
What is wrong with saying that?
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Because okay, this is the thing.
Like you styling on.
Is you styling?
What does styling mean? Is that showing off, my nigga? Like I don't know what that means.
Like you shining on him. Like you
like,
showing
well,
off.
hey, I don't even look at it as styling.
Bro, I was not trying to show off.
I didn't say that. I'm saying you going like, hey, we got to do this, and I got a check. So it's like, where do your morals lie? Because if the person doesn't get it, if the person doesn't get it, and you're just saying, oh, well, it was cool and I got a check, so whatever it was, that don't make no difference to me.
Okay.
You don't care. But a comic who works on the show, he cleaned up and he said, look, we were trying to do this with the Halloween episode to show how this such and such can make a bad movie because it was like a weird Halloween movie that the cast ends up watching or whatever like that. And we got dragged on Twitter. Oh, well. Meaning he's acknowledging, okay, fine, yeah, some people just didn't get it.
Listen, I'm a Libra.
And I asked Jess because I was being petty. I was like, that's not what she asked.
I'm a Libra, okay? I don't like, as much as people think that I'm a bitch and all this other stuff, I really do not like conflict. I don't like negative. I don't like saying anything negative, especially about black stuff. Right. And in this group, I'm definitely not going to put nothing negative because it's a quick 2 seconds to screenshot. And it's already people that's not in the group telling me, oh, I heard y'all just be hating on people, da-da-da-da. So this is the thing. A lot of people did have, bad comments about the episode. So I didn't want to add anything else to that. I just said, I know we had a fun time on set. So I wasn't trying to shine. I was trying to throw something positive out there.
Tony said that. I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't trying to shine. I was trying to throw something positive out there.
But what I'm saying is there's a way of answering the question without having to do well, we had fun and this and this. That doesn't have anything to do with what was the episode because she just didn't understand.
And I hadn't seen the episode yet, too, in my defense.
Okay, so if you didn't watch it, I'll give you a little bit of a pass for that.
But I did see it, and I liked it. And I don't know if I liked it because I was in. I did like it.
You probably like it. You like what you
because I was in a couple of it, and it really, I didn't. The thing is, with actors and with background, anytime you're on set and you get to actually act, you don't give a shit. You're just happy. And we got to die. We got to walk like zombies. We got to wear makeup. Like, we got to freaking act. So I didn't really care about what was going on. So I guess maybe my morals are a little screwed or whatever.
And
it's not even about a check, although the check was nice. It's about I'm out here to be seen, to be on TV, to show my skills. So anytime that I can show my skills, I'm happy. And Rel is a good friend of mine, so I'm not gonna say anything about a show that is not gonna.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have to take down the show with what the question was asked because all the girl wrote was that. I shouldn't have answered
because I didn't see the episode. So I shouldn't have wrote nothing.
Basically, you shouldn't have wrote nothing. Because you saying this was fun and we got to wear costumes and play and I got a check. Bitch, what is it? It had nothing to do with.
Well, I'm glad you letting me know how I look because I didn't even think about that. I just went on about
man, I was like,
but he did call me out. He was like, she ain't asked that.
She ain't asked that, though. and I fucks with Rel, too. I've watched a couple of the episodes. I like what the show's doing. I like what he's pulling off so far. And I think a lot of people are supporting it and watching it. And, my boy who chimed in, Dave, he cleaned up what it was. And that's all you had. That's all I was just wanting to see was the question get answered. And some people didn't answer the question. Some people did get on their little hating tirade or whatever. But my whole thing was just if they're asking this question, just answer the question.
That's true.
Because all you did was just make it about you.
Oh, I'm really working on that. You know what I mean? And
I know
really
you've heard that before.
Yeah, but I've really been like, because this is the thing. It's like out here, you need to be focused on you. At the end of the day, you are your job. You are your boss. You are everything. But, you know, my uncle always tells me, stop saying you're cute. Stop saying. And I've stopped saying it because he's like, when you say it.
No, say it to the mirror. You can say it to the mirror.
To the mirror, but not like out loud, like, because I'm cute or because I'm this. Because he's like, when you say stuff like that, it gives other people like that you're insecure. And that's not what it is. I'm just acting. You know,
I had a whole paragraph I was ready to drop, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this there.
on the group.
Oh fuck yeah! I was ready to go in, but I was like, no, I don't want to do it back and forth because this is about us coming together and having a dialogue on a public platform about understanding something.
No, but the fact that you even wrote anything at all, honestly, I appreciate people calling people out and saying, "Well, explain this," or checking people for whatever have you when it's not coming from a malicious place.
Yeah,
because it's coming from a understanding or a teaching moment type of deal, or whatever, rather than a bitch. What the fuck? So I'm all for that because I love learning.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, I had this conversation the other day with somebody like. If you feel some type of way about something to somebody that you care about, you should say something.
Yeah.
And Nick knows me, like, I don't like it when people sugarcoat with me. Just tell me what it is.
Nigga, yes.
And just tell me what it is so that I can make the right decision.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, people are so... where are you from?
I'm from here. I was born here, but I moved to Miami.
All right, because people out here, it's just like weird, and it's not the LA natives. It's literally like people move to LA and forget how to act right, and they forget how to tell the truth. They forget how to. I'm not a beat around the bush here. If I need you to take me to the store, I'm not about to call you like, "How's your day? What you do?" I'm like, "Yo, can you take me to the store?" And I respect shit like that. Don't call me acting like you care about my day when you need a favor. Just spit that shit out and move on.
I will admit, Jazz is very upfront about what she be needing.
Yeah, man.
This is where it all came from, right? I don't know if you've seen it. I have posted it. The dude was married to his wife or whatever, and she had gained like 60 pounds in like a year.
Okay.
She was 135 when they got married.
How do you know her weight?
But he put it.
Okay.
This is from the information that's given to me.
Right. That we get to work with.
Yeah. She was 135 when they met. She stayed 135. They got married. A year had passed. She gained 60 pounds. Right?
How tall is she? First off,
that's important. Height to ratio.
There's no height. You know
is she my height?
He doesn't know.
You don't know.
But
okay.
Still
60 pounds in a year.
That's a lot, regardless.
You almost 200.
No baby.
That's a whole teenager you just grew.
So, like, you know, they both busy. They both teachers. You know, they have a busy schedule. Blah blah blah. But from 20 pounds to 40 pounds to 60 pounds, he stayed there.
You should have said something.
You know what I mean? But then, you know, he kind of like, he tried to like tell like, look, you know, I think you're gaining weight. It's getting out of hand.
You see at 20.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And she just doesn't give a fuck. She hasn't tried to lose weight, nothing. So his whole thing was like, what should I do? I'm looking at the comments, people like, oh, he's such an asshole. Why would he tell her? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, you have to, though.
He shouldn't have posted it. That's the assholeness. Was posting the what should I do?
But he was seeking, he needed help because he figured.
It's anonymous.
Is his wife on there?
But he probably figures.
Well, it's anonymous, so how would she even know it's him?
Okay.
Right.
No, he's not being an asshole.
Yeah. People are like, oh, it's kind of harsh to just tell her that. I'm like, but
that's not who I married. That's not who I married. I'm sorry.
That's the harsh conversations that you need to have because it's not always going to be peaches and cream.
The reason why it came up is because he hasn't been able to have sex with her because he can't. You know
He's not attractive.
He still loves her. He's with her, but he just can't have sex. So she's mad at him.
Ooh.
He's not into it.
And he didn't tell her why? That he's not.
Eventually, he told her, but she was just like, oh, okay.
Low key, though. He's not being an asshole for saying nothing, but I'm sorry. Ain't no way you gonna gain 60 pounds and I not notice. Because usually when you're in a loving relationship, either you guys both gain weight together.
I get about 10 pounds, 10 to 15 off a happy weight.
That's exactly off a happy weight. But that's usually something that y'all both gain together.
Yeah.
So where when y'all break up, you're like, oh damn, we was a little bit, chunky right there. But 60 pounds, my nigga, that's outrageous. You should have been, hey, let's go to the gym. Hey, let me change your diet. Hey, something or whatever. And I would have but that's the thing though. I'm not that real. I've been.
So what? You dated someone and you let them gain mad weight and didn't say nothing?
Ew, no. But I wouldn't. I'm talking about friends. I don't say anything if my friends are gaining weight unless they say something.
See, all right.
I'm gonna let.
I risked friendship with him because I told him how I felt about his like first high school love or whatever like that, and that almost really like ruined us because.
Oh yeah.
Honesty is not the best policy.
I was like, I was borderline like, yo, Nick, fuck you, dog.
I lost a friend a couple of months ago by telling the truth.
Yeah, but it was that experience.
It was that experience
that made me learn. Like, I can't I can't really put my homies over some chick.
No.
Like, not like when I say some chick, I'm just talking about
Any
like,
chick.
not like my wife or something.
In general.
You know what I mean? Like a girl I've been with for like 7 years. But it's like some chick, some high school girl, some guy just like dating. I can't.
But low key,
I won't do that.
I don't think, and speaking of, I know this is totally left field, but it's just a thing that bothers me because I have a lot of friends that get into relationships and then they fucking desert me. You shouldn't be leaving your homies for a girl you in love with either. Like, if you in love with somebody, if you've been friends, listen to me. You've been friends for 10 years, right? Uh-huh. You meet the love of your life. You known her for a year, and then you just be like, "Oh, well, I'm married now. Let me just F my friends." No, you don't do that because that's your family.
No.
But what happens sometimes is when somebody gets married, they get enamored in their new world that they're creating, and sometimes they isolate themselves from their friends.
And it sucks. Yeah, and I've dealt with that so many times.
Oh, Nick, we going through it now. We going through it now with a friend of ours. I'm not gonna say his name, but when I was over there, when I was living in Miami, I barely seen this nigga.
Yeah.
The only time I seen him was like right when I was about to leave to move to LA, and then like that's when I got to see him and stuff like that. Oh, matter of fact,
have you been talking to him? He started reaching back out.
I didn't see him actually. I saw his brother. He didn't show up.
Nah, it's. I feel like friends to me, my friends are like family, and I've really like had to. I just went back to homecoming or whatever recently, and I just got to reconnect with my people because being out here, you be feeling friendless, and it's like, no, I got like lifelong friends that are family. They just not here. I would never get married and be like, oh, my wife don't like you. I can't talk to you. Like,
never. Nah,
what is that?
Nah, yeah.
Especially if we never smashed.
Yeah,
I'm not built like that. Like my thing was always just like, I don't know how to withhold my tongue in certain scenarios. Like I'm just if I see some shit that's just not registering with me, I'm not going to stand on the sideline and act like everything is good. If I see that something is affecting me or my friend in some form or fashion, so I risk telling the truth, trying to have a conversation, and I try to be respectful. I'm not going to like shit on it, and get you on 100, but like you know,
I just make suggestions sometimes, and I had to realize that that's not always the best way either. For instance, we'll use a little. My 25th birthday, my best friend came, and she had an outfit. I was like, oh, what are you wearing out? And she had an outfit. She's like, oh, that, and pointed to the outfit. And this shit looked like bum clothes. So I was like, ew, you're not wearing that out with me in my head. Right? So I go to my dresser and I pull out some clothes for her and I'm like, oh, you will look really cute in this or whatever. And I'm just like, she's like, no. And I keep like giving her stuff. And then I'm like, well, I don't think you should wear that out. She's like, what? And then I was talking about the wrong outfit. Because the outfit I was on, she definitely was not. She's like, I just took that off. I was in the car. I was like, thank God. But you know, sometimes you just gotta spit it out.
You gotta spit it out.
Hey, it gets to the point where you make them suggest you like, well, you should do this. No. What you do? No. What? It's ugly. Okay, it's ugly. What you were gonna wear is ugly.
Bitch, stop. That shit ain't cute.
Take it off. That's what you got to do though. But sometimes you also got to tell people that I don't want your opinion. Because I tell my friends, if I want your opinion, I'm gonna ask you how I look. If I don't ask you how I look, keep it to yourself. Because I'm happy with how I look.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you run that risk too, but hey.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But if you ask me. I'm going to tell you the truth.
You should, as you should. And you know what? Why is it that when you ask people, can I be honest with you? Why they say yeah when they don't mean yeah? When I don't want honesty, I say, nah, I'm just trying to vent. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to know if I'm wrong right now. I'll literally say that before I start.
Okay, but do you ask if you're wrong later?
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm ready. I talk to certain people for certain reasons. I know I have friends that are gonna give me the truth, the 100 or whatever. They're not gonna sugarcoat a thing. And then I know I have friends that I call when I want to be babied. Right. But sometimes I always let them know. I'm like, and I tell them to let me know because a lot of times people call a vent, and I can't hear you say the same thing twice without me offering. Advice. And I'm like, if you don't want that advice, then let me know. Because if you just want me to listen, then I'll do that. But you got to be.
Every time my friend calls me and they have some shit to talk about, when they done, I'm like, okay, so do you want my comment or, you just want to.
Are you a Libra?
No, I'm a Leo. She said, oh.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean
shut
anything.
up. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. He could have lied and said that and shit and be like, oh, that makes sense. Like, that shit don't mean nothing.
Yo, so I always say, like, so do you want my advice? You want me to speak on it or you just wanted me to listen? I just wanted you to listen. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
I was about to tear you a new one.
Tear it up.
Well played.
Honesty is the best
Speaking
policy.
of truths, lies, let's get to the bottom of some Cardi and Nicki fight.
Oh shit! Now
So-
my baby Cardi B and
Before you start,
What's up?
Before you start, are you one of those dudes that go on Facebook and IG, Team Nicki,
Oh,
Team
but
Cardi?
stop it right now,
you
because
do
that's
that?
my status.
No. You are a woman.
She's
You are a
on the
woman.
team, so that's fine.
You are a woman. You
Oh, okay.
are allowed
No.
to do that. As a
what
man, I can't do it.
I write jokes and shit on both sides. I'm in the neutral. I'm just
okay.
wanting to see how this plays
I'm
out.
sorry. At this point, you can't be neutral.
Yes, you can.
All right, let me tell you.
What do we want to debate about first before we get into?
Where do you want me to start? Because I'm invested.
All right,
baby.
bring up.
Hold on. Who's your side?
Who's your side first?
Who's my what?
Who are
What
you picking
side are
first?
you?
Oh, I'm on Team Cardi, baby. Libra
Okay.
all day, every day. And you know what makes
She's
me...
a Libra. That's why you pick.
No, this is
Jasmine's
why.
loyalty is to the dumbest shit ever.
No, it's not. Listen to me. Listen to
Oh,
me.
their fingernails look like mine. That's why I'm gonna
Shut
support
up.
you.
That's not
Like,
what I
fuck outta here,
said.
nigga.
First of all, Libras are a rare breed. Let me tell you. We're empaths. We're fucking empaths.
Hey, you want to use that word? You better get it right.
Empaths.
You made the choice to use that word. Pick another word. Pick another word.
EMPATHS. That's what we are. And it's like we're so freaking sweet. People take advantage of us. We hold our tongue so much. We're not really ones that want conflict. And it's like we're always loud or happy and people think that you like to argue, but you don't like conflict when you're Libra. So when she first did that video after she threw that shoe, I felt that because I'm like, I've been letting you slide, you've been sliding and you keep trying me. And it's like, it's once you get to that second point, it's like you snap. Like you can't keep trying my gangster and think because we're in this Hollywood world that I'm gonna be different. And think about it, Cardi B is from the streets. Nicki Minaj is from performing arts schools. You know, nothing against it or whatever, because that I wanted to go to that school Nicki went to, but it's two different. It's two different people. You cannot keep. You
She
can't.
still grew up in Jamaica, Queens. She still
It
had to
don't
take the
matter if
train
you
back
grew up.
home.
I grew up in Roosevelt, New York. Do I act like a product of my environment?
Yes.
No.
I'm kidding.
Listen,
You ain't seen Belt niggas for real. No, I don't.
Before you continue,
No, you don't. No, you
you're
don't.
not about to just talk about people that went to decent schools because me and Nick went to a private school.
I didn't say nothing about schools. I'm talking about your area.
But
where you grew up.
But what you're saying is you're.
Oh, I did say something about
Yeah,
schools.
you're equaling to the school she went to as to what gives her the right to be a type of person.
No,
And
I'm not saying what gives you the right. I'm just saying you have to look at it like Cardi B is a street girl. Like that's what she grew up fighting.
through and through.
And that's what she talks about. Listen to her music.
Nicki talked about growing up in the streets too.
No, she does not. Nicki does not. Nicki is very commercial in her raps. Very, very commercial. in her raps.
recently,
Yes, she
but
is.
she still has.
But you have you listened to her mixtapes before? She like
I
The early
honestly,
mixtape.
I've always had a love-hate relationship with Nicki. I've never been a huge Nicki fan because she came out talking crap about Lil' Kim, and that's my boo.
Okay, but you see, you didn't answer the question.
So
He
no.
asked you if you
No.
listened to the mixtape.
yeah. See,
No.
if you
listen to the mixtapes of early Nicki before she got
early
signed.
Nicki, like she was just straight rap. You know what I mean?
Bars,
Straight
punchlines.
bars. You know what I mean? She
And
talk about that.
but you
that street
speaking
shit.
bars don't mean that you're a street girl. You can talk about your environment. You
of
can talk
course.
about what's around you. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in the hood, but I'm not a hood chick. You know what I mean? I'm not. That's not me. But that's where I grew up.
Who am I to say she's not? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, you don't know
I don't
that.
know.
At
Just
the end-
because you've seen Cardi's shit on a visual level, that doesn't mean that she makes her more street than Nicki. Like, we don't know.
I'm not, but this is the thing. I'm not arguing who's more street. I'm saying look at their backgrounds, and that's why I'm like, you can't keep picking at somebody who's used to fighting.
Right, that's true.
You cannot. You with me, and that's why I like what Cardi
She's
B
a
is
button
like.
pusher.
Nicki is a button pusher, and I hate button pushers. My little sister knew how to get me in trouble. She would sit there and whisper little shit, and then I'm like, ah! And then my mom's whooping my ass.
She make you look crazy.
And that's the same thing that Nicki is trying to do to Cardi B. And that's why I feel her. And that's why I'm really Team Cardi. Besides the fact that she speaks her mind, besides the fact that she gives no fucks, besides the fact that she opens the doors for people like me who, you know what I'm saying, are intelligent but like to speak their mind, like to be loud, like Tiffany Haddish's and stuff like that. So man, Nicki, I want to throw my shoe at her myself.
Tony, where are you at with all of this?
Be careful of her homegirl. Ali. Her last name is Ali. Damn it.
Don't fuck with Ali.
She's throwing punches, but
Allegedly.
yeah, I mean,
It's tricky because there's parts of their beef where I'm kind of where with Nicki's at, and parts of it where I'm kind of with Cardi. This is the difference between the two. Nicki is a
Seasoned.
a seasoned rapper, a skilled rapper, and in the words of a true MC. Cardi is a popular personality who then put all her energy and focus and learned and worked the craft, and then was able to manufacture and capitalize off the new wave of Instagram and social media because she was such a popular personality, and then it translates into the rap music and into what she's done since. And she put in her work as an artist to get better and improve. Likeable. And she's very likable.
She's so likable.
Very likable. And Nicki, when she first came out, was just as likable, marketable. Everybody was on the bandwagon because she had the hype, she had the cosign and everything like that. And obviously, we didn't like her first incident of maybe her personality that we didn't like was her shitting on Lil' Kim and not paying her that proper homage. And that was like, all right. But
you got a bitchy personality from Nicki, whereas Cardi B has a personality of everyone wants to be her bestie. Like, she's the cool girl in the club. Like, that's what you get.
Right.
And like Nick was saying, like at some points, you know, I was with Nicki, I agree with her, and then at some point, now at this point, I'm like, oh, come on, Nicki, come on, just stop it now, just stop.
And then the whole thing when she's like, oh, like I'm just gonna speak positivity. Like, why did you bring it up on your show? You brought it up on your show, and this girl did 10 million Instagram videos. You mean to tell me she that big of a liar, that big of a finesse, that big of a storyteller that she want to make up 10 videos?
That's why I love that Maury Povich decided to get into the fold.
Wait, did he really get into it?
He was on Hot 97 saying he'd love to have them both and do a lie detector test. I mean, will that happen? Probably not. But to think that if Nicki and Cardi actually went on Maury Povich, that shit will be like the highest rated.
If it's smart, it will happen.
Hood history, yo.
Yeah,
bro.
Like, that shit is
for them to take, and I don't know what they're gonna take lie detector tests about.
Oh please,
but I would love for this shit to happen.
When it comes to who got punched in the face by Ra Ali,
that was a lie.
The lie detector said that was a lie.
You know,
look at that fist. That fist matches the bump in your head. Look at that fist.
Yeah, it would be so ratchet, but it would be so excellent at the same time.
Yeah,
I thought that was just a joke you came up with. I didn't know that was real.
As much as I hate to say it, because I really don't feel like Nicki should feel like threatened by anybody.
She shouldn't.
But I feel like she's threatened.
Oh, for sure. It shows because she felt like she had to punch brick walls and in a formal way, and it goes to like how, you know, some stand-ups hate on the Instagram comedians.
It's different. It's different lanes.
It's the same, but it's different. But like, she just saw how Cardi was kind of like able to make this shit work for her in maybe 2.5 years, and really rise. And now in this new era with the streaming and whatever like that, and she never got like that one kind of record, that Bloody Shoe. What's the song called?
Any of it. I like
Yellow.
it.
Bodak Yellow. She never had a Bodak Yellow.
Hold on. I have a gripe with Bodak Yellow.
All right.
Knowing that I'm from Florida.
Bring up your girl.
But she should not.
Hold on, wait. You know I fucks with Kodak Black.
I already know what you about to say.
Kodak Black is my nigga. You know what I mean? I fucks with Kodak. She done took the song. She done took his style. You know what I mean?
For that one particular song and called it Bodak Yellow. That's homage.
That's what put her on, though.
That's fine.
Right.
That's what
people get put on from mixtapes, but
I'm not saying she shouldn't have been put on. I just feel like people just
it just hurts your heart.
Glaze over.
Glaze over.
Because Kodak is not. Yeah, he's.
Now this is what I will say also. You cannot compare people's struggles because yes, it may seem like okay, she got on in 2.5 years, but what the hell was her life before then? You know what I mean? Yeah. Nicki Minaj, like, and that's what And this has also been something.
Bad Girls Club?
No, she was on
Love and Hip Hop. She was on Instagram. She was a stripper. She was stripping for a long time in like Sue's and some of the other clubs in New York City. Then was just getting on Instagram talking shit.
Name. You was in that bitch, huh?
I was in Sin City. I don't think I never saw Cardi strip, but my Matt actually he used to DJ at a when Cardi first started stripping. He used to DJ at strip clubs.
Oh, Matt Richards.
So he actually saw Cardi before Cardi had like her breasts and everything and chipped teeth. She was like this tiny little girl, and she actually danced in like the white clubs.
Yeah, because she didn't have body.
She had no body, so she was in Midtown, and then she left that, and then got the body and the work done, then started dancing in like Starlets and Lust and all the other.
And
shit.
Admits to that. And the thing is that.
Oh, so you like her more because she admits to having surgery?
I like people to own up to their shit. Okay. Own up to their shit, and that's how I am.
She's never acknowledged those ass.
No, I'm a real person, and I love real people. And obviously I don't know her personally, but from what I see, that's what I get. And then what Nicki also needs to understand, and this is something that I have to remind myself of, is that you got to stop looking at what other people are doing, period. I swear to God, I stopped looking at this person, looking on Instagrams, checking, oh, they got that show, how they got that show. And I have been out here like winning. You know what I mean? Like I've been staying in my own lane and not worrying about anybody else. And that's what she has to do. She shouldn't even have been worrying about Cardi because number one, her Nicki fans is older anyway. You know what I mean? And y'all both can share the fans. Beyonce don't be out here every time somebody come out talking shit about them.
Right.
Her fans do it for her. Ask Carrie Hilson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but Beyonce be behind the scenes shutting shit down from what I heard, but not out on Queen's radio.
Yeah. Beyonce.
I'm sorry. Queen's radio is actually entertaining.
It is entertaining.
Nicki's entertaining as fuck. But I do agree. I mean, look, it happens to the best of them. Even somebody as big as Nicki, Kanye, they fall victim to getting kind of worried or nervous about other people coming up, taking their shine, taking it their own lane. And it also hurts women because obviously we felt like there should always be more than one top rapper. But, you know, because it was like Nicki just the dominant one as far as commercial success. And then Cardi comes about of nowhere. And
not for nothing, Cardi be posting other women, other female
Cardi's
MCs
very supportive. Yes.
On the regular. Like I've seen people all the time because she posting. Who do Nicki post? Who is she putting up?
And that's another thing too. Like Nicki definitely could have established her own little label situation and put out artists, and I guess she hasn't. She's really just focused on her music or doing features.
That's
and that hurts her too.
And
she needs to.
I have with her. Like,
she don't put others on.
You got on and you don't put people on. Like. You don't have to, you know what I mean? But
why wouldn't you?
But if you really care about the culture, you really care about
and growing it,
you know what I mean? And growing it, then you put people on.
And you already see, and this is where the point favors again to Cardi. One of my reasons why I favor Cardi in this scenario is that she's only been a superstar maybe a year, 2 years now. And,
2 years, let's say.
Bodak Yellow was last year, about a year and some change anyway. And she's already putting on her mans who was helping her write her songs, Partisan Fontaine, Party, shout outs to Party. And that's like shit. Like
looking out, loyalty.
That's
showing
quick.
people and then
50 did that with G-Unit too. G-Unit was out maybe a year and a half maybe after he came out.
Even Yayo garbage ass. I love Yayo, but he's not a rapper.
But the point is you put the people on that have your back. You put your team on. And then why would you not want to put into a legacy? Like, why would you not want to pour into someone else to have a mentee or whatever? I can't wait to help others. And
you get that shit a lot out here. You get that shit a lot. Like, you ask me, like, you know, yo, I see you doing comedy or I see you acting, you know, what are the steps? Like, what did you do? And it's like, it's kind of like a secret. Like, they don't want to tell you.
Here's the thing. It's a way you have to go about seeking information and understanding. Like, a person coming up to a successful comic, like, let's just use Rel as an example. I think Rel has done a pretty good job of putting comedians on in his project since he's been at a certain status in the game where he can be allowed to do so. Like, he has people writing on the show, people acting on the show, working on the show, and this and that. A comic who's maybe been around like 2 seconds, coming up the road saying, yo, how did you make it?
No, that's disrespectful.
I don't feel any incentive to fuck with you, right? But let me
all right, go ahead.
So, and because there's comics that do this.
Yeah.
This is not.
I would never do that.
Right. I'm not saying you would, but there are comics that do this. They've been doing it 5 seconds. They see Rel pop up at the Laugh Factory Improv and want to just harass him and just basically see, well, how did you make it? Can you give me an agent, put me on, whatever like that, just in the scenario.
What?
But there's a difference in you being a comic who maybe you've been around a few years. You know, you've seen Rel in passing. And maybe you catch Rel at a time where he has some downtime and you say, yo, Rel, I've been grinding out here for a couple years. You know, I see you around doing your thing, and I think it's great. I'm just trying to figure out kind of what to do. Yo, I know your time is like really like crazy, but if it's possible, could I take you out to lunch or coffee and pick your brain?
Yeah. That's
a way better approach.
Right.
Now, if Rel has the time, and you know what, because of the way you came at me, fuck it, meet me at some spot where I hang out and let's have a drink or something like that. And he might put you on some game and give you some jewels. It's all a matter of approach. And
putting in the work.
And putting in the work on your own. And trust me, you know, even the niggas at the top, they'll see what you're doing. If they follow you or whatever like that, and if they're not following, it'll circulate somehow. Because of social media, shit we'll find out. We'll find out who's doing these things, these cool things. And
people see it.
People see it.
They acknowledge
whether they acknowledge it, they be seeing it.
I'm not talking about like, you know, stars, you know what I mean? I'm just talking about like regular ass niggas.
Okay.
But the thing is that you gotta look at where we're at. It's us and then stars.
No, I'm talking. Well, this happened back when I was in Miami.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, we right.
He's talking about when he was starting and chasing his acting.
Yeah, when I first started acting, when I first started doing like little
comedy videos,
little comedy stuff, and little stuff here and there.
We need to get out of that.
And I would have like friends that I've worked with on certain projects, and I see like they kind of like moving up and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, nigga, I didn't even know you act. You know what I mean? So like, what'd you do? Like you had like a profile online, blah blah. Like it was Nick that had to tell me, oh, you got to get on LA Casting. You do this.
People wouldn't even help you with that. No. That's crazy.
No,
but this the thing.
That's why every time I see these niggas online, I'm just like, I'll slap the shit out this nigga right now.
See, that sucks because when I first came here, but it wasn't actors that actually put me on either. It was a stylist. When my first day out here, I was like, what do I do? She's like, you need to go on LA Casting, you need to go up to Central. And I tell everybody that when they come in, but a lot of people they act like if they give a secret that you're going to take something from them.
Yeah.
And people just really need to understand, and I say this, all what's for you is for you. Can't nobody take, Nick can give me a whole recipe book of how he gets bookings on every show. And guess what? That's not going to work for me because that's what Nick is doing.
That's his thing.
You know what I mean? That's his thing. That's for him. Like, any knowledge that you can get, like, the more you give, the more you receive at the end of the day. And the more you're helping people, the more others see you and they want to lift you up more. I just want to, like you said, slap some people in the face and just be like, act better. Like, who helped you out?
You're not even nobody yet. You know what I mean? You just a regular ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like, how you can't give me your regular ass tips? But
shit. Share them regular ass tips.
Let them regular ass tips, man. Come up with them regular tips.
Just the tip. Oh,
like
sorry.
I was saying, like
no, pause.
Nick gave me just basically like, this what you do? Now just put in the work.
Yeah.
That's what he did for me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? Damn, if I can slip my mind.
It's all right.
It's okay, yeah. Go
that
ahead.
you just out here slapping niggas is not helping. What you need? Let me know.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
There you go. Go ahead.
When I see somebody that's like me, you know what I mean? He's not there yet. I'm rooting for him to make it because it's gonna sound selfish as fuck. But I feel like if he can make it, then I probably can if I put in the same amount of work and the same amount of time. You know what I mean? Or maybe a little bit more work because I might not be as talented. But if I put in enough work, I can make it.
That's not selfish. You know that's not selfish. That's just if anybody, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Yeah. When I came out here just for acting. And I've been doing comedy. And I've been doing comedy multiple places. Sometimes when I freaking get laughs, sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm out here like really doing this shit. Like, I didn't watch stand-up growing up. I was working at Comedy Union, and then I was like, oh, I think I can do this. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I'm addicted to this. Oh, I love this. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to fucking do it. You can't do anything that somebody else is doing. It's just putting the work in.
Tell me this shit don't bother you, Nick.
What's up?
I know it bothers you when I ask you, too. Like, when niggas see you like acting or doing comedy, like somebody who's never done it before be like, I've always thought about going into acting or comedy. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Oh, yeah.
But you got
don't say that around me.
But you gotta
stop it.
Man, like, embrace that.
They
probably do feel that way though.
Yeah, but
I somewhat kind of feel insulted.
No.
Especially the person I feel like,
I get you.
Where did this come from?
Right.
It's kind of like when you go play ball or some shit.
Absolutely.
And nigga be in the stands be like, I could have played,
I got
back in high school.
It's the way they saying it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they treat it like it's just something, like it's some casual thing. Like this.
I'm like, you don't understand how much work goes into this shit.
Oh my God.
Practicing, playing travel.
The crying, the bombing, the stressing.
Rec league.
You don't understand staying sitting out all night. Nobody laughing.
What?
And, nothing.
First of all, oh my God. Can I just share a story with y'all?
All right, this is a quick story, and then we got to wrap.
Oh, we're rapping?
Yeah.
All right, I will just say this one thing. Don't ever go and do a silent party where you're competing with two DJs. You forget to take off your silent headphones so you can't hear none of the laughter. You just hear your loud ass voice in your head. And you continuously acknowledge that people are not paying attention to you, they're paying attention to the DJs.
You did a silent show, Jasmine?
After killing a set, after doing having my best set ever, I'm on oh my God, I'm feeling amazing. And then I go to this bonfire and I do this silent set, and two people told me, oh, you did so good.
That's it, yeah.
It was the grandma. And I was like, woo. And my sister saw me. She was trying to give me, like, she didn't even say anything about the show till the next day.
Shit.
She was like, so.
That's an L right there.
Yeah, man, it was an L. But yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't bomb in front of your family, guys. Yeah.
It's sad.
Oh yeah, my mom's never gonna come out here to see me unless like I'm doing like an HBO special or
something in Miami.
That'd be the only time my mom see me do some fucking comedy. I told her, I said, Mom, I'm going to LA. She said, for what?
For what? Are you Haitian too?
Yeah. I said, I'm gonna be an actor. I'm gonna do comedy. She said, Tony, my son,
shit,
you're not that funny.
Yeah.
I said, God damn it, man. But you see where I get the not sugarcoat. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need it blood raw.
That's them Caribbean parents. They don't be playing no games.
I need it raw.
My folks didn't do that to me. When I said I was doing comedy, they kind of like, oh, okay. Because everybody was just like, well, we don't know if he's going to take this serious. Because that was the whole thing with me. Like, they didn't know. I wasn't like attached to school. I didn't have anything. So to them, me doing comedy was like, well, let's just see how long this lasts. And then they looked up and was, 2 years, he's still doing shows. Oh, wow, you opened up for such and such. We see pictures of such and such. Okay.
My family just started.
So then they got, after like 3-4 years, they were like, oh yeah, he really does this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just win their respect by just doing it. Like I didn't need to seek their approval. Does it help if they think I'm talented and can do something? Yeah, but I couldn't let what I want to do based off their opinion mean anything. So they can ask me questions. They can find out why shit ain't happening. I don't always have the answers for them, but I just know that I can lock in and do what I can do and what I want to do, and I'll get to where I want to go.
Yeah, man.
So before we can close in, what do you guys have coming up, and then plug your socials?
Oh, shoot. Okay, what do I have coming up? Oh, yeah, I'm doing a show in Glendale, Just Vibe. You can check out my Instagram, @RealJasminLeigh. It'll be on there. And check out my website, www.jasminleigh.com, JasminLeigh. Keep up with my blogs. They're really funny. I talk, I write, I do it all. And yeah, holla.
Go ahead, Tony.
I actually got booked for this role.
You got a part.
Yeah, I got
a part.
Up. And the short film is called Nina's Love.
Okay.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I play I guess you could say the villain, the bad guy.
Okay.
I'm a manipulative boyfriend, so I've been watching a lot of Tyler Perry movies.
Oh my gosh.
This motherfucker a scene study and character work.
That's the place to watch
Tyler Perry movies. That's funny.
Yeah, so I got that coming.
Good
up.
shit, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. But for now, that's it. And then, going to auditions and stuff like that. Y'all can follow me at TYSTERLIN, Ty Sterlin.
Okay. And next Monday, I believe my group Cornbread Kitchen, we're performing Monday night either at the local or UCB at 11 o'clock. But if you follow me at Nick of Comedy, NICKOF Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you can follow me there and then see when I post my show dates. And, we'll just put this out early. So the next Cornbread Kitchen show at UCB Inner Sanctum, we're doing our Black Twitter show. That'll be November 18th. We do it every third Sunday, 8:30 at UCB Inner Sanctum. So come through and support. 5 black people, 1 white girl. We got a token, and then we do games inspired by Black Twitter and popular trends, and we do our sketches and improv, and we got funny guest teams to play with us. So it's been going really well. So we wanted to keep that rolling. And
I'm in there.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of the culture. I want to thank you guys for coming through.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. Thanks for having me.
That's right. For the culture. Peace.
Peace.